Welcome to the Women's Cave. Podcast. I don't really care because Jade is back. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's been months and here I am. I'm so excited.
Yeah, she's excited. She took my place because I was like, wow, this is loud. You know, when you're just talking to yourself, you're like, oh, I'm so loud today. But when you have two people talking at the same time, you're like, no, that's loud. That's loud. Okay, I'm don't know what. I don't mean that you're
I'm
loud.
Jade.
And I'm
high five, introduce stuff. Like, I feel like I'm rocking my first day really back. I feel like I'm rocking it.
Oh, wait. And then because I'm old, is that a dap or is this a dap?
I don't know.
What's dap? What's that?
Winona writes about dancing. She does not dance.
No, I do not.
But it's really fun though. We get to go to clubs and observe other people dancing.
That's
so right about dancing.
Vegas. We were like club, VIP. And then that literally was the amount of my dancing.
Yeah,
there's a bottle in hand, like
there's a little drink, and then we were like, oh, let's
write that down.
So we can have fun scenes in our books.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking about our books, we wrote Literary Life Guides with our books in a segue. And I thought divorce was bad with other life lessons, and I thought being grown up was easy, if only I were me. I mean, and verse, Widow's Web, and
Foreign Coffee and Widow's Stat.
All of those you can get on your where you get your audiobooks, or you can check out the rest of the 17, and including my personal favorite, and I Thought I Did My Journey Alone, on www.andithoughtLadies.com. But y'all aren't here to hear about Jade be excited about you back.
I am so happy to have you. I mean, the energy is so great. Like,
yes.
Anyway, you're not here to hear about us, yes, she said. You're here to hear from our wonderful guests. Wonderful guests.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. I'm Stephanie Larkin. I am the head penguin at Red Penguin Books, and I am so excited to be here. And as a very famous line from a movie, I want what they're having. That's what I want. Whatever you girls are having.
Unfortunately, it's called life.
It's called coffee. Seriously,
it's called coffee.
Let's
For
be
me,
serious.
because I'm allergic to coffee.
I know. So
You're allergic to coffee?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm allergic to caffeine.
I can't even get out of bed without the first cup.
Right.
Yeah, it's upsetting.
Right.
It's often very upsetting.
Oh, wait a minute. What are you substituting instead? Is this sugar?
Yeah, right now
vitamin B.
Yeah, it's vitamin B.
Okay, vitamin B. I didn't try that.
Yeah, it works wonders for us. But anyway, let's talk about.
But please consult your doctor before you do that, right? I have to
yes.
do that. I have to say that to be a responsible host.
Nowadays, you want to cover yourself. Talk to a doctor, talk to a nutritionist.
right.
That I totally get that.
Oh, but Jane, it's just having you back because you cover these things. Anyway, let's talk about you. How did you get started on? How did you invent Red Penguin Books?
Well, that's a great question. I'd love to tell you that I was on this cruise and we were passing by Antarctica, and I saw all these penguins reading, and I was like, "Oh my God, Red Penguin Books! Let's do it." I've never been to Antarctica. It's in my dream, because we're actually now published on 6 continents, and the only continent we are missing is Antarctica. So, by the way, for all of you listeners out there, if anybody has a friend who's like stationed in that scientific base or whatever it is they're doing down there, please, please, please introduce me. I will publish them. We'll get them writing stories, poetry, plays, whatever. I need my 7th continent. I need my penguin. That's what I need. So it wasn't nearly as exciting. It was actually, logo-wise, I was kind of picturing a whole lot of things, and one of them is different. One of them is different because you should stand out. You know how like you stand out? You ladies stand out.
Thank you.
In a bad way, of course.
In an interesting way.
Interesting.
That's how we go. Interesting way.
Interesting. So I was picturing like, I don't know, like the purple python, or like, the yellow leaf, like the one thing that stands out. And I was like, okay, starting a new business, got no money. Hey, penguins are in. They made that movie like Happy Feet and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured I can make penguin stuff in black and white, save money, no color printing. And I took a red marker and I just made one of them red. So for years, I would just take my red marker and make one of them one red penguin. It was great. It saved a bundle. And I would go on the trail of that whole Happy Feet March of the Penguins. They were making movies. I would take the credit. Seems like a good idea.
I like it. It's called going with the market.
Yeah.
Exactly. Going with the market. And that's what our authors should be doing too. They're like, what's in? What are people reading? What are people liking? I was into penguins. So now, of course, see, I have a penguin right here. I wear red all the time. I have a red phone. Everything, my whole life is red and penguins. I need
Yeah,
little
it used to be.
Well, at least your penguins are a red penguin. So that's
Exactly.
exciting. Like,
I mean, that's true. That's true. I want a penguin pet. So when I meet whoever's going to introduce me to that person in Antarctica, I want a penguin pet, like walking around my office. Maybe I should get a penguin costume for my dog.
yes, for your dog, absolutely. There it is, and make it red. There you are. You've got it.
Oh, I like it. And then I get a pet penguin.
Absolutely.
Every time people come on the show, they come up with interesting ideas.
I love this.
Because we bring that energy to the table.
I'm
Like,
gonna
let's
go
do it.
look- when we're finished now, I'm gonna go looking for a penguin costume for my dog.
I love it.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited for
Okay,
this life.
you're gonna take pictures, right? So that we
Of course,
can
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take pictures and splash them all over and tag you in them. I'm gonna tag.
Yes, because I had discovered this on the Anti-Authority Ladies podcast.
Absolutely.
I heard you talk about trends. So how does an author think about trends? Because I know a
And
lot
what's trending right now?
oh my goodness, no, more importantly, yes. Jade's question.
how do
Go
we-
with that.
How do we like how does the author think about writing on trend? And then what's trending? Because we can't write if we don't know.
That's an excellent question. And authors come from one of two different directions. They write what they want, and that's cool. That's totally cool. Or they write to hit a trend. And not all authors really want to be trendy because you want to do what you want to do. And that's cool. I mean, that's what people want to do. But some people, especially if they're trying to be popular, are going trendy. Like, for example, in romance books, romance is always big, and certain trends are in, like cheerleader meets vampire. You would be amazed how many cheerleader meet vampire books are out there right now. Just like if you watch TV right now, aren't there all those princess Christmas movies right now? You would think, right? Oh my gosh. You would think that if you walk down the street in New York right now, you're going to meet a prince in a coffee shop. Aren't you a little disappointed, girls, that like, if you have a guy in your life, is he a prince? Like, I mean, I love my husband, but he's not a prince. I kind of feel gypped. There's so many movies. I feel like, where's my prince? Everybody meets a prince.
Well, I feel like if you had a prince every day, you couldn't live in the fantasy of the prince life.
Exactly.
Yes, I guess, but it seems like every single girl in the world, they like walk into a coffee shop, they're getting their little latte, and there's like a prince behind them online. Why not me?
I don't know. I went looking for mine, so I met nobility. It was fun.
Nobility?
Of course,
Yes.
of course, Winona does, because that's our traveling life right there.
I love that.
Insane stories happen to us at all times.
Yeah.
Hang with us for more insanity.
There you go. Hashtag hang with us for insanity.
For more insanity in your life.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Come on. That's interesting.
Exactly. So yeah, that's what's trending, girls. Christmas and princes.
Okay.
I'm loving it. I
Yeah.
would write a story about that, but it would take too long.
I mean, and then you publish it next year.
Yeah.
For next year, because I bet next year it's going to be in again. It's in every
Every year.
I think every year. So
Every year.
right now, cheerleaders and vampires. Anything else?
and princesses and Christmas.
And Christmas. Okay.
So my next question is, as a publisher, what do you look for in a work when it's not, Christmas time and there's a princess?
Absolutely. You know what I look for first is actually the person who's writing and what their goals are. Everyone's got a different goal. I mean, some people want to try to write something that a lot of people are going to buy. Other people, quite frankly, their goal is, and we have this a lot, like they're 90 years old and they're writing their history to give to their great-grandchildren. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And that's like an awesome goal. And I want those people to have that book. So I really want to know why people are doing things. I'm a big one about why, because if somebody's why I can jive with, then everything else falls into place. You've got to have good motivation.
Oh, that's where I was going.
Oh no, go
I was
ahead,
thinking,
Jade, your turn. Go
what
ahead.
kind of publisher are you? Are you a
Well,
traditional publisher, a
We
hybrid?
Yeah, we publish all sorts of books. We don't specialize in one type. I know there are publishers that do like just romance, just children's, just business, things like that. We do it all. And I tell people there's good and bad reasons to go with people who are more specialized. Like if you write romance and you want to go with a romance publisher, I get that. I totally get that because that's what they do. But if you write romance and you're with us, you won't feel like every one of our books is a similar book. You know, like you stand out a little bit more. So that's why I said good and bad with everything. So I've got like a bunch of things behind me. You'll see children's books, you'll see textbooks. We have textbooks that people are using in colleges. We have memoirs, we have, you name it, we have it. Science fiction, romance, blood and guts. We've got it going on here. And we have authors from all over, including, that's why I said 7 continents, Asia, Africa, Australia. We have a big map in the office with little push pins. So every time we have a new author from somewhere else, we got a little push pin. So I could say, oh yeah, check that person out. So all over. So I love working with people. And it's like I said, we're not the right fit for everybody, but for a lot of people.
So you're traditional then?
We're traditional and hybrid because some people have different reasons for publishing. So we're a traditional publisher for some of our authors, and we're a hybrid publisher for some of our authors because we get people coming with a mix of goals. Like I was saying, if somebody's got a different goal, we have a program that fits them. We customize because everyone's different.
Absolutely. That sounds wonderful. So, all right. So we have, let's say you signed this author and they're super excited. Now, what can they do to help you to make their book the best book they can have?
Well,
maybe marketing.
Absolutely marketing. Absolutely marketing. We need to get that word out every place. And we are, super supportive as publishers that whatever the author does, we can make it exponential. But if the author's doing nothing, it's really hard. So if our authors are out there and they're on podcasts and shows and they're out there and they're pounding the pavement, we can be exponential. They go on a podcast, it goes out to their audience, it goes out to our audience, we spin it around bigger, bigger, bigger. So the more active, the better. So if you want authors, I got plenty.
Well, I of course have to have my
Of course we're gonna have your authors on.
Oh, definitely. I have to have my question, the narcissist question.
Yes.
I just wanted to know, were you interested in publishing 2 adorable little African-American ladies that write poetry?
Right. Pop poetry.
Really? Oh, I definitely want this crossing my computer. That's
No, but the real question is, what 3 pieces of advice do you give someone who's out there looking for a publisher right now?
Ooh, that's a great question. First of all, I would say before you even start looking, look inside. Know what you want, because it really is, it's your baby. You got that manuscript. That's your baby. Make it the best you can make it before you start looking around. Sometimes people think your first draft is the finished product. It's not. It's definitely not. Make sure that other people have read it. I know it's scary, but when other people read it, they're going to come back with some really good feedback. So before you even go to that step of looking for a publisher, make sure that your manuscript, whatever it is the best you can make it and that you're solid with it before you go looking. Then I want you to think about the fact that there's a lot of different paths to publishing and not one path is right for everyone. That's why I said, I love what I do. I am not right for everyone. And that's totally fine with me. I mean, I'm not in competition with anybody. So be proactive about finding the fit for you. Just like we all should, like if you were going to go to a new gym, let's say, or a new hairdresser or whatever, wouldn't you kind of shop around till you found one that jived with you? Same thing goes with publishing options. There's a lot of them. Don't feel like, oh, this is the one and only choice. No. Shop that baby of yours around. Figure out what works for you. And then even once you find someone, remember something. It's not that you hand over your manuscript and now you're done. No, it's a partnership. Okay, so you find someone that you feel comfortable with to work with, because you're going to work together, and you take it as a together thing. Does that sound like good advice for somebody?
That sounds like
Sounds
wonderful
perfect
advice.
Yeah.
And I guess our last question is, where can people find out more about you and your wonderful authors
and buy their book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, please do, especially with shopping season, man. Go buying. We're at redpenguinbooks.com. You could also find us on Insta and Facebook and all those other things. It's always Red Penguin Books. Please spell penguin with a G. I don't know why people spell it with a Q sometimes. It's not penguin, it's penguin. But Red Penguin Books, find us all over, and please get in contact with me. I'd love to hear from you.
Fabulous.
has
Thank
been
you
amazing
so
fun.
much for coming on.
So
and
much fun.
I know, especially my first show back to school.
My pleasure. You girls are lovely. Absolutely adore you.
Jade, would you like to wrap us up?
Yes, I will. You can find out everything your ladies are doing on www.andithoughtLadies.com. While you're there, take a moment, go to the middle of the page and see the charities that we proudly support. We hope you can support them also. We thank you in advance for that. And just remember, y'all, wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Will-Nona. And for once, not the missing.
And Jade, bye-bye. Oh, yeah, thanks for listening.